hopefully we can get the 3 points. And I mean, Crystal Palace haven't started the best, I have to say. They haven't really started the best out of the teams in the Premier League. Of course, before I get into that as well, just want to say, please do leave a like if you aren't already. And also subscribe to the channel if you are new. Only 4 subscribers away now from 760 subscribers. So anything you guys can do to help us out with that, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Welcome to Paige Davis, welcome Red Devil Studio, and welcome Dazzler. Thanks for joining, really appreciate it. Oh, I do apologise, Dazzler, I do apologise. I should have said to you that I was going live. I do apologise, but thanks for joining, Daryl, really appreciate it. And make sure you do check out Daryl's channel as well, really good stuff on there, so make sure you do check it out if you haven't already. But we're going to get straight into it. And as I was talking about Crystal Palace, they've been struggling a bit in their first 2 Premier League games. Of course, their first Premier League game, 0-0 draw at home against Everton, which, some would say actually that's not a bad result, but at the same time, you'd want goals in your first game of the season. I mean, I didn't really watch that game, but it did seem like both teams were kind of just cancelling each other out. And obviously you would take a point first game of the season, but at the same time, I think from a Crystal Palace point of view, not to have scored a goal from your first 2 Premier League games and then having to go to Old Trafford, it's not going to be a very comfortable ride for them. But at the same time, we can't write Crystal Palace off. No way, not a chance I'm writing Crystal Palace off. Even though they've only got 1 point after the last 2, haven't scored a goal, they're still alright defensively, only conceded 1 goal this season so far, which is the same as us as well, so you can't write them off, no way. Welcome Patrick and welcome Yash, thanks for joining, guys, really appreciate it. As I said, please do leave a like if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. I know you guys are regulars on the channel, but yeah, Crystal Palace is going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult for them, and as I said, I'm not going to write them off whatsoever. They're a decent side, but at the same time, I think if we do start the game like we did against Wolves, if we start on the front foot, if we make it difficult for them from the off, I think they're going to have a difficult afternoon. Welcome Toka, yep though, and welcome Sickball. Thanks for joining, guys. Really appreciate it. Toka says he's captain Martial in his fantasy team for this game week. I like the confidence, mate. I love the confidence. And I have got Martial in my fantasy team. If you do want to see all of my picks for this week on Premier League Fantasy, please do check out my last video I did on the channel, where also you can be in with a chance of winning a £15 voucher of your choice just by joining my league. And it's completely free. Make sure you do check out that video if you haven't already. Sickball goes with a 1-1 draw. Well, of course, I mean, talking from an outside perspective as well might be a good thing. Yash says we're going to win 3-1 tomorrow. We should make it look simple. I mean, if we do play like we have been in the last few games, because actually I think we've been playing quite well in the last few games. So if we do play well if we do play like we did in the last few games, then I do think we can get a good result. Also, guys, I do apologise if my face is lagging a bit. I do apologise about that. Yeah, I do apologise if my face is lagging slightly. I'm not sure if I can. No, hold on. I can just do that, can't I? And then hold on. Yeah, I just realised that I'm like loading the stream, which is annoying. But anyway, hopefully it should clear up a bit. It should clear up. But anyway, yeah, I think 3-1. If we make it look simple, if we win 3-1, I'll be very, very happy indeed. Of course, I'd like to keep a clean sheet, but at the same time, you can't have everything, can you? You really can't have everything. Yes, Sigball says I think it's going to be 1-1 Martial and Zaha. Yeah, I think, Zaha is a player we've got to watch out for, no doubt about it. He's definitely a really, really strong player. Someone who's going to cause us a lot of problems potentially. And he's basically, if we can keep Zaha quiet in the game, I think we'll be alright. Patrick says he was disappointed in James against Wolves. He needs to sit back and come back stronger. Well, you'll see from my predicted lineup that I haven't actually included Daniel James in the starting 11. Now, obviously Patrick there would probably agree with me, but I'll talk through it in just a second. Yas says, I'm sad how Lingard is performing. Hope tomorrow is the day he scores. Yeah, I hope so as well. I think Lingard against Wolves, whilst he showed a bit of promise, I mean, he's not really at his best, and he hasn't really been at his best for quite a few months now. And a lot of people are joking about the fact that he only comes alive in December, but it does seem true. It just seems true. But you can't have a player like that who only performs in 1 month of the year. You can't have that. Toka says joining right now. Yeah, decent, mate. Decent. Make sure you do join. Obviously, go check out the video I posted a few days ago about the Premier League Fantasy League if you haven't already. Daz says, evening, mate. Just about to go live myself, but I'll do it after. You can go live now if you want, Daz. No problem at all. No problem at all, mate. But yeah. Yeah, no problem at all, Daryl. Don't worry about it. But I do apologise. I should have told you, mate. I should have told you. Yeah says, I like Wolves game. I like the Wolves game better than Chelsea. We showed a bit of intent in that match, but I'm concerned we can't run the way we're running from now until December. It's a good point. I mean, it is slightly worrying the potential for these players to be burnt out, and that would be very, very disappointing if we tried to kind of. If we did play like this, which is really, really positive, because what I'm seeing from the team is very, very good. We're pressing high, we're causing teams problems. But at the same time, I do take your point, Yash, that can we really keep this up? And hopefully our fitness levels, if they're better than last season, which they bloody better be, then I think we might be able to keep it up. But at the same time, you can't guarantee it. Welcome, Red Army MEFC. Thanks for joining, mate. Really appreciate it. He says, hey, have you heard Rom's comments on the podcast? I did see that he was on a podcast and he made a few comments about Anthony Martial. Well, inferring about Anthony Martial as well, and saying that he was kind of made a scapegoat for a lot of United's failures. And I think in some ways he's kind of right, but in the same time, it was a very interesting comments he made. That's what I'm going to say. Very, very interesting comments he makes. But anyway, I mean, if you want me to do a whole separate video on Romelu Lukaku's comments, please do hit a like on this stream and let me know what you want me to do. Yeah, says wait. Oh yeah, of course. Oh no worries, Dazza. No worries. But anyway, we've talked a bit about Crystal Palace, of course. Wilfred Zaha probably being their main talisman. Manchester United, of course, the title I've given it is to get behind Paul Pogba. Now, I have no doubt in my mind that those Man United fans at Old Trafford tomorrow are going to get right behind Paul Pogba. Now, of course, you guys will know that Paul Pogba, after his penalty miss against Wolves, has been subject to some racial abuse by some sick trolls. I mean, that's all I can call them. Sick online trolls who think they're really funny, making these fake accounts and then, putting some racist stuff and hiding behind a little emblem. And it's sick, really. It really is sick. And I think, obviously, the fans at Old Trafford are going to get behind Paul Pogba and get behind the team as well. I'm not just saying, just get behind Paul Pogba, but as Rashford said, you attack one of them, you attack the whole team. And I think as long as the fans get behind the team, get behind Paul Pogba and stand with him and show that this isn't acceptable, then I think that'll be really, really good, and I'm sure they will. I've got no doubts that a statement will be made by the fans, and they'll all come together to support him. I'm sure of that. Yash says, yeah, Arsenal are Arsenal and Tottenham, are our near enemies. I can't see Pool or City fight with us. We'll be around 15 points behind by the end of the season. A bit negative, but you're probably right, Yash. You're probably right. No, I'm pulling your leg. You're probably right. I think, the way City and Liverpool are going, the squad depth they have compared to us, the quality of their squad compared to us, I think you're probably right, Yash. I think you're probably right. And, some fans might not be able to accept that, but at the same time, I think that's where we are, and we just have to kind of go with it at the moment. Welcome on the pitch. Welcome, Rodney. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. Make sure you do check out his channel. Really, really good stuff on there if you haven't already checked it out. He says there are so many fake accounts which push abusive behaviour towards everyone. Exactly. Most of the accounts that were, doing these sort of racist abuse were kind of made kind of artificially by, I don't know, like 12, 13-year-olds, or I don't even know, just sad people who have got nothing better to do than write that nonsense. And it's just sad that people actually would go and do that. Like, get a hobby, do something, be productive. I don't understand why you'd do that, but it is sick, really, and it is just fake accounts doing it. I mean, the majority of the fan base, of course, aren't like that. It's one or two people who just have to who just don't have much going on in their lives, and it's really sad to see. Patrick says they were kicking him, Daniel James, around, and it kind of reminded me of Ronaldo's first few games. Well, if Daniel James can be as good as Ronaldo, then that's brilliant. I'm not saying that, I'm just saying, hopefully that's an omen. But yeah, the Wolves players were kind of tripping him up a bit, and of course, when you've got that extreme pace, it's going to be difficult to keep up with. And as I said in my match review for the Wolves game, the one thing that Daniel James lacks slightly is his end product. I think if he has the end product, then he could become a really, really decent player. But at this moment in time, I'm not sure. I mean, obviously I'll fully support him. It's only his first start, for Manchester United. He did have a run out against Chelsea. But at the same time, we're going to have to give him time. And we're just going to have to see what happens with him. And hopefully he does become a really, really good player for us. A really, really good asset. But I think a lot of you guys would agree that probably off the bench is where he's best. Yash saying, we stole their best player, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Yeah, of course, obviously Aaron Wan-Bissaka is going to be coming up against his former side in Crystal Palace. And I think it'll be a very interesting game for him. I think it'll be a very kind of weird one for him, I think. So hopefully he doesn't kind of, switch off. Hopefully it does. Hopefully he's almost motivated to show them what they're missing. But of course, for £50 million, I think Crystal Palace did get a decent deal there. Ronnie said there are so many fake accounts which... Oh no, I've already read that, sorry. Real FC says, I was disappointed by his penalty and said he shouldn't take a pen again, but those who were just emotional words. I literally have him on my bedroom wall. He'll come back stronger with the fans behind him. Yeah, I totally agree. Look, obviously, I was annoyed when Pogba missed a penalty. I mean, it's a natural reaction, and the fact that obviously there's a bit of a debate over it as well, and then he missed it, it's going to cause a bit of anger. I mean, that's kind of acceptable, but... to actually abuse the guy is, as you guys, as you said there, it's just, it's not tolerable, it's unacceptable, but it's obvious, and it's obvious by now, really. Toka says, what accent is that? This accent is South East England. I live around Cambridge area, that sort of place. So yeah. Obviously, you can tell I'm not one of those top bred Manchester born and bred fans. I'm just. Yeah, so there you go. That's where I'm from. Brother Gaming says, you're the reason Bury have folded. Cheers for that one, Brother Gaming. I don't know what to say to that. I mean, I'm just going to move on from that. But yeah, it is sad that Bury are folding, obviously. But if it's my fault, I apologise. But I'm not going to apologise because it's not my fault. Bronny says, a lot of these accounts are in their teenage years and are full-blown adults. I mean, that's what perplexes me more, and that's almost what makes me, even sadder about the situation. The fact that, these people should know better, and the fact they don't have, it seems like they have nothing else better to do with their time. It's mental, really. It really is mental. If you are doing that, you have to look at yourself in the mirror and look at your life and going, I need to spend my time better than that. I need to spend my time better than abusing people on Twitter and thinking it's funny. Like, they think it's entertaining to do that, but it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous, but that's the world we live in with social media and things like that. Until something's done about it, we're going to keep having the same conversations. Dozer says, unacceptable are the fans who do that. They need to be more mature. Yep, totally agree. Yash says, what happened to Twitter meeting with Man United? I think they're meeting with Man United in like a couple weeks or something. Ronnie says, we'll probably have my say on Lukaku next week. Anyway, right now, yeah. I mean, I think that'll be a very, very interesting discussion. I think, obviously, Lukaku's comments have rattled a few feathers, to say the least. So, I'll be looking forward to seeing that. So yeah, make sure you do check it on Off the Pitch if you haven't already. Really, really good stuff on there. And make sure you don't check out, make sure you don't miss, that, because it'll be very interesting, I'm sure. Dazza said, look, knowing Aaron Wan-Bissaka, he'll get one on them. Yeah, hopefully, mate. Hopefully you're right. Hopefully another Old Trafford clean sheet as well. Yeah, said De Gea not signing. We have to have some Lukaku money to buy a keeper, unfortunately. Well, I think, yeah, David De Gea contract negotiations, I'm not sure what's going on with them, but it doesn't seem like he's going to be signing the contract anytime soon. But at the same time, do you blame him? Do you really blame him? I'm not sure if I can really blame him. He's been pretty much our most consistent performer. I just think, yeah. Can you really blame David De Gea if he leaves? Can you really? We're not in the Champions League. We've probably got one more season to get back into the Champions League. If not, he's off, and you can't blame him in my opinion. Patrick says, will upload my next video tomorrow, subs would be nice. Yeah, make sure you check out 20 Sports, really good stuff as well. Make sure you do check out Patrick's channel, 20 Sports, in the live chat right now. Toka says, why don't you collaborate with Full-Time Devils or the United Stand? I watch their videos daily, and judging by what I've seen, you're one of those better ones. Well, I mean, thank you very much, Toka. I really appreciate it. Obviously, I mean, it's kind of difficult to get like a collaboration with obviously a big channel, and you know, if they did invite me on, I'd be very happy to oblige. I'd be very happy to come on and give my views, and hopefully one day I can get on and you know, share my views and collaborate with them. So yeah, hopefully if it is in the pipeline, I'll let you guys know, and I think it'll be really good to do that. So yeah, good suggestion. But I'm going to go through my starting 11 as well now, my predicted lineup, and this time, you know, obviously in pre-season I was saying, you know, I was just completely making up my starting 11 predictions, but now I've got a bit of an idea, of course. So here is my starting 11 prediction. Just realised I've got no background behind me, which was great planning. But here's my starting 11 prediction for Man United versus Crystal Palace. If you guys are wondering how you spell my name as well, it's nice and neat on the top left there. So there you go. So I've gone with David De Gea in goal, obviously captain. Luke Shaw, Maguire, Lindelof and Wan-Bissaka, no change there. I've gone with Pogba and McTominay as well, no change there. Lingard at cam, no change there. The only player I've actually changed out from this team is Daniel James. Now, I'm not sure whether Solskjaer saw what the majority of us saw on Monday night, but I think a lot of people were saying that actually Daniel James would be a lot better asset off the bench. So that's why I've gone with Andres Pereira on the right-hand side. You never know, Solskjaer might put James back in there to give him another run out. And to be honest with you, the way we're playing at the moment, I wouldn't be too opposed to that. I think Pereira and Daniel James can both offer something on that right-hand side. I think Lingard and Pereira, or James and Pereira, whatever two it is, will just be interchanging most of the time. So I'm the same, it doesn't really matter too much. I feel like Pereira would probably be the best option, but again, who knows? I think that one's going to be the kind of the switch. That one's going to be the ambiguous one, that if I am going to get it all right, it's going to rest on that one. So follow me on Twitter as well, and at Red Devil Weekly, and I'll let you know whether I've got it all right, because trust me, if I get it all right, you're not hearing the end of it. Anyway, Martial and Rashford up front. Hopefully their partnership is going to continue to blossom. 4 goals between the two of them in the first 2 games. Really good to see. And hopefully it continues. So yeah, that is my starting 11 prediction for the game. Please let me know what you think about that. Yeah says, Puyi Malteith and Angel are waiting in the wings. If Lingard fails, then one of these 3 will be in. I like Lingard, but not on this form. Yeah, I think, look, Tae Chong, you know, Angel Gomez, they're 2 people that we saw on pre-season, and they looked really good. So I'd be very much happy to see them in the team. Yash also goes with, I will replace Lingard with Mata, then give time to give Mata a chance. Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think you know, I'd be happy to see Mata in the team as well. I mean, the team that we've got, I do like the team. I do like, you know, most of the players in that team, and I do feel that most of the players in the squad can do a job for us this season. I feel like some players probably have more longevity than others, but at the same time, I think the squad we've got this season is not bad whatsoever. So it still needs work doing to it, but at the same time, you know, I wouldn't mind if we put Mata where Lingard is, or put, you know, Daniel James where Pereira is. You know, chopping and changing, I wouldn't mind. So yeah, I'm happy that's the case. Football Fan 148, thanks for joining, really appreciate it. He says, good evening, Kieran. Sorry I'm late. Only 2 subscribers away from 100. Going to upload my Huddersfield versus Reading match preview tomorrow, and we'll also do the Norwich versus Chelsea match preview as well. Well, make sure you check out Football Fan 148. Only 2 subscribers away from 100 subscribers. Come on, guys. Surely we can get him to 100 subscribers. Surely. Make sure you do check out Football Fan 148. Only 2 of you guys need to subscribe, so that'd be amazing if we could get him to 100 subscribers. Welcome back, Paige. Thanks for joining, Paige Davis. Really appreciate it. Patrick goes with a 4-1-3-2 with McTominay and Pogba collecting balls from defenders. I think that'd be decent, yeah. I think, actually, I was talking with Rashford today, one of the people who usually tunes into the stream, and I was talking to him today, and he said it might be a 4-1-3-2 as well. So, you know what? Great minds think alike on that one. Yasis Matic is also waiting. Yeah, Matic is alright. I mean, I'm not too keen on the Man Utd Matic. I have to say, I'm not really that keen on him, but You know, he could do a job for us, but in the same time, I do like to have a midfield that's a bit more dynamic. Maybe if we're in games that we have to defend a bit more, I wouldn't mind bringing Nemanja Matic on. One away now, football fan. Yeah, there you go, mate. Hopefully you do hit 100 subscribers, because I'll be absolutely really happy for you if you do. So, yeah, go and check out his channel if you haven't already. So that was my predicted starting 11. I think, you know, Rashford and Martial, the partnership between those two, I say it every week, is going to be pivotal, absolutely pivotal for us if we are gonna do well this season. Daryl, I am gonna get you on Skype, mate. Please do call in on Skype, Daryl, because I do realise that I was gonna get you. I mean, we were on Skype last time and then it cut out, so I do apologise, Daryl. Wait, was it you that cut out or was it Rashford? I'm not too sure. But anyway, Daryl, please do call in now, mate. Please do call in now. As Daryl's calling in, I'm going to give you my match prediction. And you guys, if you're watching live right now, get your match predictions in the live chat right now. Spanish window is closing on the 2nd of September. So still another kind of 7 or 8 days to do deals. So Paul Pogba potentially still on the transfer list, potentially on the way out of Manchester United. So yeah, Daryl, if you want to call in, please do feel free to do so, mate. Dazza says, crap, Dortmund 1-3-1. Yeah, Dortmund are doing alright, actually. Jadon Sancho, of course, the talk of the town at Manchester United. Are we going to get Jadon Sancho? Who knows? I hope so, because he looks a really good talent. But yeah, Daryl, please do feel free to call in, mate. I'll get on it, because I realised, I think, last time you wanted to call in and I wasn't able to get you on. So, yeah, I'll definitely get you on, Daryl, no problem whatsoever. So, my score prediction for the game, I'm going to go with a 2-0 win to Manchester United. I think Crystal Palace defensively are actually really solid. So, I don't think it's going to be easy for us to get past that defence. But, for me, I feel like, you know, the way we've been playing at the moment, I think, you know, we're playing a really good style of football. We're pressing high, and as long as we take the chances when they come, because trust me, there will be chances for us to score. As long as we take those chances, I think we'll win the game. So I feel like 2-0 to United. I think Martial is going to bag 2 goals for Manchester United tomorrow and become joint top Premier League scorer, as long as Sterling or Pukki don't get any goals. But Anthony Martial, 2-0 win to United, you know, and then we can go top of the table before Arsenal or Liverpool even play their game. So that'll be brilliant, just to see United at the top of the table. So if we do beat Palace, we do go to the top of the table before Arsenal and Liverpool play. So who knows? Who knows? That's going to be really good to see. Yas says, my prediction 3-1, Martial, Pogba, McTominay to score. Yeah. I think McTominay to score, actually. I just read that and I was like, McTominay, there you go. I'd be so gassed if he scored. I mean, obviously he scored his first United goal against Wolves, so hopefully he does it again. Patrick goes with a 4-0 win to United. 2 4-0 wins at home, 4-0 FC. Bring that back, bring it back. Yas says Gary Cahill might start tomorrow, yeah. I think he could, actually, he could. You're right, I mean, that'd be a blast from the past. 4fan148 says, guys, I've now officially hit 100 subscribers. Thank you all so much for subscribing to the channel. So happy right now that I've hit 100 subs. It's all down to you, mate. It's all you know. Congratulations, and I'm sure you'll grow to even more in the future. So, yeah, congratulations, mate. Really happy for you. So, yeah. But yeah, if you do want to call in, please do feel free to do so. But congratulations, football fan 148. I have to say, congratulations. Hopefully, Reading can follow up with a really good win against Huddersfield tomorrow. So make sure you do check that out as well. Make sure you do check out his preview on that one. So I think it's gonna be a more difficult game than it's gonna be. Red Devil Studio goes with 3-0, my prediction. 2 for Martial and 1 for Rashford. Pogba to assist 2. I'll tell you what, I would absolutely love for that to happen. I'd absolutely love for that to happen. Pogba gets 2 more assists to his name. 4 assists for him for the season. Martial and Rashford firing. What more can you ask for, really? What more can you ask for on a bank holiday weekend? United winning. I mean, does it get any better than that? Really? Does it? I don't think it does. So yeah, I think 3-0 United. Clean sheet as well. Another clean sheet. I hope Red Devil Studio's right. I hope Patrick's right as well. 4-0 as well. Patrick says, what you had to eat? What I have to eat? I had a lovely bit of pork, actually. Lovely bit of pork. And I do apologise to anyone who is vegetarian. I do apologise, or vegan. I am not a vegan, but if you're about that life, fair play to you, fair play. But I did have a bit of pork, lovely. I'm gonna have some Pringles because I'm a fat shit like that. But I'm gonna have some Pringles after this. Anyway, as you can see, I've got my phone out because Daryl is calling in on the Skype, and we're gonna get him on because, as you guys already know by now, he's just a channel legend. He's just a bit of a legend on the channel. He's the regular caller, and we love to have him on. Daryl, thanks for coming on as always, mate. How are you doing?
I'm alright, just hoping you can hear me in a minute, because I'm currently using my new laptop, so I'm just not entirely sure whether it's working or not. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's working brilliantly. Yeah, we can all hear you. It's good. Yeah, it's all going fine.
Good start.
But yeah, thanks for joining us, Daryl. Really appreciate it. By the way, guys, before I forget, make sure you do check out Daryl's stream on his channel on Dad's Football Stand after this one. Make sure you do check that out if you haven't already. But yeah, Daryl, as I said, thanks for coming on. First things first, I play Crystal Palace. How do you see this game going? Do you think it's going to be a walk in the park? Or do you think Palace are going to make it difficult for us?
Well, no game in the Premier League is a walk in the park. I mean, there's been games in the past where United have absolutely coasted home. But Crystal Palace aren't an easy team. They're not a team that you take for granted. They still obviously, I believe they still have Andros Townsend, who is a quality player. But it's not going to be easy. We all know that. The fans have to get behind Paul Pogba, obviously with what's been going on. And I never thought I'd say this, but for those people who were racially and wrongly abusing Paul Pogba, whichever team you support, if you're a United fan, you don't deserve to support United if you're a United fan doing that. Because I think it's just totally wrong. I think it's just complete lack of respect for your team. And I know there's been stuff like this before. This happened at the end of last season, but at Old Trafford. We got beat 2-0 to Cardiff, and there was racist comments and stuff towards Pogba at the end of the season. And I think it's just wrong. I don't think there's any need for it at all, in my opinion. I just think it's just stupidity from the fans. And with regard to the game, it's not going to be easy. It's never going to be a walk in the park in this league. There'll never be a game where it's going to be a one-sided contest. I think it'll be tight. I do think Crystal Palace will cause a couple of problems. They obviously don't have Wan-Bissaka. United have him now. Obviously their best defender, should I say. And I think, in my opinion, if we did get beat, I'd be surprised. But hopefully we can do something good at the minute. I think obviously the team's playing well, playing professional, and hopefully we can continue our winning ways. Obviously get to the 7 points out of 9, which I would happily take. And if we do, then happy days. If not, then mind, as long as we're still unbeaten. If we lose, then we see what happened there, and then go on to the next game. Wolves away was tough, and I thought we did well to get a point out of that. So it's not going to be easy, but I think it's a game that we can win.
Oh, I totally agree. And I think another thing I want to ask you is the Daniel James debate, I'm going to call it, because a lot of people after his first start against Wolves were saying, he's got promise, but he was much more effective off the bench when he came off the bench against Chelsea. Do you prescribe to that? Do you think that Daniel James would be a lot better off the bench?
It's hard, actually, that.
It's a difficult one. Difficult.
Is he better starting or is he better off the bench? Against Chelsea, came on as a super sub, didn't he? And got himself a goal. Against Wolves, didn't really get going. I mean, he was getting booed and G'd a lot by the Wolves fans. I'm not sure exactly the reason for that. But, it is what it is with him. He's young. He's just getting started in the Premier League. I think he's better off being a super sub in my opinion.
Super sub, yeah. No, I think. I mean, the obvious argument is the fact he's got blistering pace. You know, he's one of the fastest players in the Premier League now, and if he's running at tired legs, you know, he's going to cause problems. And even if he's running at, you know, fit legs, he's going to cause problems as well. So for me, that's why I didn't include him in my predicted starting 11. I thought he played alright against Wolves. He didn't play as well as he did when he came off the bench against Chelsea. So that's why I'm kind of swayed in thinking that Solskjaer might not start him from the start and they might play Pereira instead. But that's going to be very interesting to see whether he does pick Daniel James from the start. But finally, Daryl, just want to ask you, don't want to keep you too long. What is your score prediction for the match? What are your score prediction? Who you see scoring? How do you see it going down?
Before I get on to that, you with your predicted lineup, you obviously went for, what was it, 4-1-3-2?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, basically, yeah.
It's quite a complex formation.
Oh, wrong one.
And it's not the type of formation I'd expect people to use. I think I might have missed. I might have missed your predicted lineup because I was downstairs doing something. So can you repeat it? All
right, no worries. I mean, for you guys watching the stream, it's on the screen right now as well. David Hare in goal. Luke Shaw, Maguire, Lindelof, and Wan-Bissaka. I went with Pogba, McTominay, and Lingard, and then I went with Pereira, Martial, and Rashford. So yeah, kind of a 4-2-4-2 or 4-2-3-1 or, you know, a 4-3-1-2 formation, whatever you want really. You know, it's quite versatile. But yeah, that was my predicted lineup.
If it was me, I would go back to the classic. Not sure how it would work this time with Martial being number 9. I would go back to the formation we used at Chelsea, the 4-4-2 diamond.
Right.
Or the 4-1-2-1-2, which is quite an interesting formation because, you know, I mean, we've only really got one striker, haven't we? So the 4-1-2-1-2 probably wouldn't work unless you played Greenwood or you played Anthony Martial and Rashford as the two strikers. So I would go for the 4-4-2 diamond, and you got, I believe, the CDM, 2 centre mids and Cam. If I'm right, I think that's how it is. But if it was me, I'd give not Romero a chance. Sorry, what am I on about? It's been a long day today.
Yeah.
I'm getting the players mixed up today. That always happens. I'd put the Hare in goal. I'd keep the back four the same because I felt the back four was brilliant. CDM risky, but I would say Matic. I'd say this is the game where Matic will probably come in, and I think Pogba and Andres Pereira, and I don't think Daniel James is going to start. So because if I was gonna be Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I'd put Pogba as the left centre mid, put Pereira as the centre attacking mid, and put McTominay as right centre mid, if you get what I mean, and then put Martial and Rashford as the two strikers.
Right, no, I see what you mean, yeah.
And my prediction, by the way, is going to be, I was going to go for 3-1, but since you obviously mentioned in the stream that they're a team you can't, go easy with, and I mean, I know that for a start, so I've changed it. I'm going to go for 2-1. So I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet.
2-1.
I mean, the only game that United have kept a clean sheet in is Chelsea. Obviously, we're well known for conceding goals, but I do think this is where we'll concede. And if Andros Townsend does what he did against Man City, then we could see a goal this season once again. If you remember that goal.
Oh yeah.
One of the Etihad. But I think it'll be Wilfred Zaha who scores for Palace, and I know there's been a lot of speculation about him, but I think he'll score for Palace, and I think for us, Martial with a double.
Martial with a double. I like that. I like that thinking. Obviously, Martial, if he got 2 goals, would probably be, right now, would be joint top goal scorer in the Premier League. So, as I say, I'll be happy with that. I would be. I mean, 3 points really, as I said, at this kind of stage of the season is all that matters. But Daryl, thank you so much for calling on. As always, really appreciate it. And as I said, guys, make sure you do check out his preview, his stream on his channel. Just straight after this, make sure you do check it out if you are watching. Does a football stand in the live chat right there. But thanks for calling in, Daryl. Really appreciate it, and hopefully your prediction comes off for us tomorrow. Cheers, Daryl. Thanks for calling in. So yeah, it's getting a bit late, but I think, you know, quality call from Daryl as always. Quality from Daryl. I mean, what else can you expect? What else do you expect from the man himself? But guys, I'm really sorry for Fan 148, but I have to go now. I have to go. But thank you so much to everyone who has been watching. Really do appreciate it. I will get you on the next one. Don't worry about that. That is the golden rule. If you don't get on, it's my fault. It's my bad. I will get you on the next one. But anyway, thank you so much everyone for watching. I'm sorry for rushing a bit. I do have to get off quickly. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate your support. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks to everyone who's called in and left their thoughts in the live chat. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.